Clinton Jaws. That's who I am. And thanks for watching. Thanks for click and play or whatever you do. I don't even know what you do, but thanks for tuning in. And you know what? Hey, I got a new website. It's called clintonjaws.com. You could get Christmas gifts there, kind of. I'm sold out of everything. But I'm going to put an order in, I don't know, in about a week. And the last Monday before Christmas. And I hope, if you order, I'm hoping that it's going to be fast shipping. So if you order now, you might get it before Christmas. There's a couple of neat things on there. I don't know if they're neat. We'll see. Well, it looks like they're neat. I'm sold out already. And yeah. And one other thing. I got this badge from this guy. You need to know about this. If you're retired or even if you're a current member and you want another badge, they're pretty sweet. They're legit. And they fit right in your wallet because it's attached to that leather backing. You can have it either attached or non-attached. And it fits right into... This wallet is from Depot, 20 years old. Over 20. It'll fit right in your wallet. TheGoldenBadge.com. That's where you can get that badge. And I'll leave it in the description. A link in the description. How's everybody doing tonight? Saturday. You getting your VI classes done? I'm doing well. Why do I keep on saying that? I feel like I keep on saying that. Are you getting your VI classes done? Turn that up a bit. Right there. Yeah. Oh, man. I know I talk about the wife a lot. And I shouldn't. And you know what? I swear to God, I swear to you right now, she doesn't watch the show, but I'm going to tell you something. Actually, I'm going to have a cigar while I tell you. I'm not on Spotify yet. I'm still trying to get on Spotify. Back on Spotify. Oh, $24.99. I recommend getting one of these. Works really good. Unbelievable. Last night, okay, she doesn't watch the show. And I get away with talking. I swear to God, if she ever watched the show, are we calling it a show? If she ever watched my episodes, I'd be in big trouble. Honest to God, I'd be in big trouble. But what else am I going to talk about, right? I got to talk about her. We're upstairs last night, and I'm like, you know what? Honestly, all week I sit around and I wait for her to get off work. So when she comes home on a Friday, I don't know why I pick Friday to do it. I know it's her day off, and okay, I see where she's coming from now that I'm talking it out. And I said to her, you know, I'm just going to go downstairs and I'm going to do some videos. And she's like, oh, so what am I going to do? And I said, well, do you want to hang out? She's like, yeah. I'm like, okay, I could do videos tomorrow night. What do you want to do? And she's like, let's watch a movie. I'm like, okay. Yeah, I like movies. No, when's the last time you've seen a good movie, though? You know what I mean? So she picks out the movie with this Ben guy. He played Batman. I forget his name. Ben. It's not Shapiro. Ben something. It's amazing that I forget his name. But she puts on this movie. It's called The Way Back or something. I might have that wrong. And I don't like it when she picks the movies. And I'm going to make this fast. I don't want this to be one of those long stories like I talked about the prostate or the prostate exam. And man, did I get flack over that one. Got some comments that they weren't too happy with me with that one. So she puts on this movie. And it's called The Way Back. And I swear to God, man, First of all, I can't stand it when she puts movies on. Like when she picks the movie, this is how it starts, okay? He's working right now. This is a short story. He's working right now, okay? Construction. Okay. Then the music comes on. You hear the music? But then I started saying, I've had a hard life. And I'm like, here we go. This is going to be a great, what a great evening. I'm looking so forward to sitting here with you and watching this movie. I'm dying. I started saying that. I'm dying. I'm on my last leg. Well, she's like flipping out inside, but I think I'm being funny. He's walking to his truck. He walks to his truck, this Ben guy. He looks over, grabs a beer, takes it out of the cooler, pours it in a cup. And I'm like, oh my God. And I said to the wife, I said, are we seriously going to watch this shit stuff? He's in a Bronco, sitting out. Oh, he's at the beer parlor now. Sad. Watching some basketball. Sipping on his beer. Down on his luck. Life ain't good. This is the night we're going to have for the next 3 hours probably. He's having a shower. He's all lonely. He can barely breathe. He's looking up at the sky right now. He's out of soap. He's got no soap. Oh, he's just using... He just used a bar of soap to wash his hair. That's how down... Oh, he's drinking a beer in the shower. And I'm like, oh my God. Please do not make me watch this. The Way Back. Starring Ben Affleck. That's his name. And see, just talking like that, I'm going to get in trouble. So I start doing all that, right? And she shuts it off. She shuts off the movie. And I'm going to tell you the truth. She actually flipped out. She flipped out and was upset because whenever she picks the movie, I don't like it. And she's tired of seeing my movies, like The Matrix. I like The Matrix. So I wasn't giving her a fair shake. I already know how this movie's going to end. I don't care about the ending. If a movie starts bad, it's going to be bad. I don't know. Obviously, if she's good, she doesn't watch my movies. Why do I have to watch her movies? She never watches my movies. So I started, kind of bugging her. She shuts it off. She's irate with me. She lets me have it, and I can't stop laughing. And I get the giggles, and every time she gets angry, I keep on laughing a little bit harder. Like I can't control it. And I'm sitting by the fireplace, and I don't recommend. Don't do this. Okay, I'm not telling you to do this. And I said, come on, let's watch it. It looks like a good movie. I want to watch it with you. No, I'm not watching it with you. So I put Netflix on my phone, and I started watching it by myself in the corner. Well, she's sitting on the couch. And that did not go over well. And that's pretty sick that I thought it was funny. I sat there for 5 minutes watching it, and then all hell broke loose. What are we going to do tonight? We're going to do some things tonight. Okay? Oh, the poll. I want to talk about the poll right now. Give me 2 seconds here. I did a poll. Oh, wow. I asked you guys, what do you want to hear more of? Positive, happy stories about policing and RCMP management, or negative, sarcastic stories about policing and RCMP management? when I started off the poll, I said to my wife, I said, what do you think they picked more of? And my wife said, positive, happy stories. I said, yeah, you're right. When I first started the poll, I said, you're right. And I was surprised by it, to tell you the truth. I'll tell you the ending in a second, but I was actually, it kind of made me feel bad a little bit. Like I was, you guys were telling me I was being too negative. Because you want to hear more happy stories. And I thought, and it made me think, I'm being too negative. And if you want, there's a guy that has what the hell's his name now? It's amazing. I come down here and I forget things. But there's a guy, he does a podcast. I don't know if he's calling it a podcast. He should. It's called What's it called? Real Cops, Real Life. His name is Steve Quiggs. I know I'm getting his name wrong. But I've watched actually a lot of his stuff. Positive. Now that guy is positive. And you should actually subscribe to his channel. Real Cops, Real Life. I don't know him. He doesn't know me. But he's still a cop. He's about 6 years in. Got a beautiful wife. And I thought, how great that he's doing this while he's a cop. He can't talk about everything that he wants to talk about because he's still a police officer, but he's going to be able to talk about anything he wants to talk about when he retires. And he's going to have all those subscribers. And he should never stop it. But if you want to hear about positivity, this guy, I would definitely subscribe to his channel. Anyways, I lost my train of thought. The wife said people want more positive stuff, and she was right at the beginning, in that at the end of the vote, 42% want positive, happy stories, 58% want negative, sarcastic stories. So it's kind of in between. Then one person said, why don't you just do both? And I'm like, well, yeah, that's kind of what I'm doing, right? When I first started this podcast, and I didn't mean to talk about this for so long, but I felt like I was out to get people, and I wanted to immediately voice all the negativity. Because a big part of me had a problem with retiring. And I'm not going to say any more about that, but I don't feel that way anymore. Doesn't mean I'm not going to let people have it. Just means I'm not so quick to do it. Man, am I supposed to inhale? I'm not supposed to inhale that. Okay, this is what we're going to do tonight. How long have I been I feel like I've been talking for 15 minutes. We're going to go down memory lane. I'm in my garage. Right now, I'm getting my garage done. It's about 25 feet long. The width, I don't know what the width is. It's a big area. It's a huge area. I emptied my garage. I hired 2 guys to come in there. They ripped out all the desks, and it was a workshop. They ripped them all out. Took them a day to rip all that out. They're going to do some drywall. It's going to be a beautiful room, just my room. I'm going to set this stuff up. I'm going to have a lot of room. I'm going to put my drum set in there, not like I'm a drummer. And my weights, not that like I lift weights, but I'm going to put that in there. Beautiful couch, TV, all this stuff. And I'm really excited about it. The wife is like, why are you doing that now, right before Christmas? It's weird. Well, I don't know why the wife wouldn't be happy about it. When I do these podcasts, not my daughter. I can hear my daughter from the roof, from the ceiling. And I know you guys can too. And it just doesn't work. My garage is way over there. Way over there. And yeah. While I'm cleaning out the garage, this is what I find. And this is what we're going to do. We're going to go through memory lane of what I found, and I'm going to take a couple of calls. I open up a box and I find this. Okay, this is some kind of work binder. And I sat there probably for a good half an hour, and I didn't go through all of it. And I'm not going to say I might have got a little emotional, but I had kept things from over the years, mostly Duncan. And you guys should do this too. Collect things from every police station you go to, every police station you work at. Collect it over the years, because you're going to open it up one day and you're going to remember it. And it's kind of cool. Right away when I open it up, I see a picture. And I'm like, what the hell is that? See this? It's a picture of a birthday cake. And I can't swear on. I don't want to swear this episode. And they wrote on it. The guys at the police station wrote on it, B&E / attended scene / SLC high. I don't believe him. NFAR F off CH. And it doesn't really sound that funny. But one night I'm working, okay? I go to this B&E. I don't believe the complaint. I know the complainant's lying to me, and it makes me angry because it took about an hour and a half. I go back to the detachment. I sit down at a computer, and it's back when we had roads and pers, and you could just conclude a file with, so many characters, like quickly. It would take less than, 60 seconds. But I can't do it because this guy said it was a B&E, and I got to believe that it's a B&E, even though I know it's not a B&E. So angrily I wrote at the computer, B&E attended scene, SLC high, I don't believe him, NFAR, F off, CH. And I printed it off. I think I said a couple more things on that. And people got a hold of it, and they couldn't stop. They thought it was funny. I don't know if it's that funny. But when I seen that, it brought me back. It brought me back, and I don't even know if my story made any sense. And I got what's this? I don't even remember, to tell you the truth. Somebody thanking me. Do you ever get cards? You don't get cards. I got a card, and I kept it. Sincerely. Ron Hill or Ruth Hill or something. It was a special thank you for taking the time from your busy schedule to come tell us the whereabouts of somebody. It is a great relief to all of us to know that we now can get on with our lives. I guess somebody died and I found him. What you did was greatly appreciated. Just, when you're a cop, very rarely are you going to be rewarded by your bosses. Very rarely are you going to be acknowledged by anybody. So when you get this stuff from the public, it's kind of nice. Are we really doing this? I guess we are. Oh, fuck. Shit. I don't know why I kept this. So this is what I used to do. You want to know where the cleanest washroom is in the police station? It's the guard room. Nobody uses it. Only the guards. So the whole police station doesn't use it. And I'm a weirdo when it comes to clean bathrooms. I need a clean bathroom. So wherever place I worked at, I always used the guard room bathroom. And maybe I did something bad in it one day, but I got a note. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? You're working your butt off. You're taking 10 files a shift. And you start your next day, your next shift, to one of these. Constable Joss, as far from today, the guardroom washroom is off limits to all GD personnel. Hope this does not cause too much of an inconvenience. Signed, Head Guard. Idiot. 060828. Isn't that something? I left it. I went to Langley a month later. Who's the head guard? I wish I remembered who it was. Why is the guardroom washroom off limits? Who are you? It's my washroom. No, it's not. It's my washroom too. Tell me I can't shit in the washroom. Are you being stalked? That's not... I don't know. I don't know what the hell that means. I don't know how this is entertaining, but it is to me. I'm going to be here all night if I read this. Field coaching program. Oh, 6-month assessment. Am I doing okay? Looks like it. Just average. Taking all the files, but I'm just average. Taking the most files on the watch. Just average, guys. You're meeting it. Jaws has continued to work hard. He's carried a heavy workload through a busy summer. Yeah, you think? My first day, you know what my watch commander said? Hope you're a quick learner. She wasn't kidding. We work short-handed most of the time. Well, every time. What are you talking about? The watch commander wouldn't call anybody in. We'd be below minimum. I swear to God, she never called anybody in. There was times where there was 3 people. Her and 2 other constables, me and Darren Lagan. She wouldn't call anybody in. The watch that would start after us, 8 people. She thought she was going to get promoted by night. She thought she would get in trouble if she was to call somebody in for overtime. She thought that would make her look bad. She's trying to save the company money. I'm not lying. I'm not making that up. He's given a lot of his own time. That's all I did. On my days off, I was at work working for free. So I can benefit the watch somehow. Oh, I'm high quality. That's pretty good. So if I'm taking all these, Gail, if I'm taking all these files and I'm kicking butt, and it's high quality paperwork that I'm giving you guys, what? Is there a reason why you can't tick off superior on anything? Co-workers and clients, good work. They're saying good work ethic. Why do I feel like this is going to be a 2-hour podcast? And what if it is? I'll tell you why. Oh, no, I won't. Merry Christmas, Clint. Your secret admirer. Like, this is what we do on night shift. I don't even know where that came from. Like, who wrote that? Reports to Crown Counsel. This magazine. So my watch, they knew how much I loved Angelina Jolie. So they put a picture of me. I don't know if you can see it. I don't know why they did that. It's not that funny when you think about it, but I wouldn't have remembered that if I didn't keep it. Where is she? I was in love with Angelina Jolie. My first house in Cedar. I don't know why that's in there. I bought it for $148,000, sold it for $320,000 after 2 years, 2 or 3 years. And that's another thing, guys. When you move around, do whatever you can to keep the house. You will become a millionaire if you move around all the time and you're able to keep the house, find a way, and then rent it out. Just another assessment. And just one sentence here. Sergeant Stiles was impressed with the actions of Constable Jaws to subdue a suicidal man with a knife. He felt they dealt with the situation in a professional and tactical sound manner. He felt it was appropriate to include the above noted 1004. Constable Jaws has not had an assessment from Duncan for several years. Anyways, Sergeant Stiles. He comes from Comox Courtney. And everybody's like, oh, watch out for this guy, okay? Just watch out for him. Oh, yeah. Like, they're trying to... Here's the thing. I can't stand it when other police officers paint a bad picture for somebody new that's going to go to a different place. Let me decide. And I decided. And he was a great guy. Sergeant Stiles was a great guy. I really enjoyed working for him. He was a great staff sergeant. He's probably retired now. Yeah, he would be. But yeah, good job, Sergeant Stiles. Good guy. And always remember that. When you hear negativity, that somebody who's coming to your watch is bad, don't let that infect your mind about that person. You make up your own decision. RCMP does too much of that. All the time. All the time. Let's say you're working, okay, and you got a, you hate your boss and your boss hate you, okay? You guys don't got a good relationship. You can't stand each other. Your boss is going to go to Nanaimo. The new boss comes in. What does your boss do? Talks negative about you. Now, what does the new boss think of you? It's horse shit. I don't know what that is. Looks important. Ooh. I don't know if I should have all this stuff. It should be destroyed, I think. It's an assessment after 2 years. If I'm writing an assessment for a constable and he takes the most files on the watch, it's the first thing I'm going to say. It doesn't say that. I took the most files in Duncan probably up to 4 years. It wasn't even close. The next person behind me wasn't even close. And the only reason I say 4 years because after 4.5 years, I started being the acting watch commander. And you're probably thinking, well, that's too soon. You can't be the acting watch commander at 4.5 years. Well, maybe you're right. But if you're taking the most files, 1,000 more than other people that at other police stations, because, you know, I'll work a block and I'll take 40 files that block. 40, 50 files. Where other police officers, they might take 2, 5, 10. I quickly learned how to become a cop because I had to. Duncan was so busy back then, and I took so many files that that's all I'm going to say about that. Really, if you think about it, 4 years was 8 years at Duncan. He has shown improvement in the managing of his diary days. Shut up. I encourage him to enroll in the time management course offered through the RCMP. Time management course, isn't that something? They had a time management course? That's the first I've heard of it. She's saying I got problems with my time management. I got a 30 to 40 file load in my file cabinet when I start working. I go out on the streets. I'm taking all the files on the watch. When my day is over, I'm on the streets, all shift. I come back. This watch commander,
Hey, Clint, I got something to sink your teeth into.
she takes files from the front counter and puts them in my name.
You don't have to get to them right away.
I had no time. I could manage my time, but I had no time. And because I had no time, I went to work on my days off. And I'm not kidding about that. It was like every day on my days off. I'm not the problem, Rox. You're the problem. I'm getting angry. I mean, how can you be so stupid in your head? How can you be so stupid? You think I'm the problem. You think I got time management problems? See, I'm being negative. Why do you think that? Like, it's impossible. It was impossible to keep up. The only way it was possible if I work for free on my days off. And I did that. And you would think that she would dive more into that. Very professional approach to ambiguous and stressful circumstances. It's quickly to assess a situation, identify the issues, and to take appropriate action. Oh, yeah. He was the first member responding to a woman on fire. Oh, that was a nice call. Going to Duncan and the woman's on fire? Constable Jaws is sensitive to the diverse cultures in the Cowichan Valley. There you go. Very patient, calm, genuine when dealing with individual or groups. Feel bad for that lady when I think about her. Wonder whatever happened to her. I won't say it. Okay, she was in IDENT, okay? I became a watch commander. You kidding me? Nothing against IDENT, but really? Oh my God. It's from Neil O'Garian. He committed suicide. He was one of my supervisors in Langley. And sad. I liked the guy. Took a gun to his head. Jaws is mature. I don't know about that. Professional member who's well spoken. Okay, well. Has ability to take on leadership role. Jaws cares about the members on his watch. Yeah, I did. Look, I was advised by Corporal, and he's going to hate me for this, Mazzaros from Sea-Watch, that he was impressed with the sensitivity Constable Jaws displayed dealing with a victim of domestic assault. Constable Jaws was sensitive to the victim's needs. Yeah. You want to know something funny about Langley? They came up to me. There was a member that was fired for 5 years. 5 years, okay? I'm not going to tell this now. So I took him. They wanted me to take him under his wing to... He's gone for 5 years, guys. He's got to relearn how to become a cop again. And so we drive around for a long time, and I'm teaching him the ropes. And we drank beers together, hung out together all the time, and went to Moxie's all the time, and had a great time all the time. And he said to me once,
Drives me crazy that you're acting on the watch. You're an acting supervisor, and I got more years than you.
I'm like, dude, no, you don't. What are you talking? You've been gone for 5. You got like 2 years service. Anyways, we became best friends. He gets engaged, has a wedding, doesn't invite me, but invites all the other corporals, sergeant and staff sergeant, to his wedding. It was the last time we spoke. I probably shouldn't have told that story. I'm forget it. That's an episode. I know this stuff is boring for you, but it's not boring for me. Okay? I don't even remember getting a good 1004. And this is so silly. This is like the most basic 1004 you can ever get. This corporal, Mike Wilton, wrote me a 1004. And I appreciate it. And it had to do with stolen tailgates. Okay. He's running tailgates on the PERS system because he's looking for a suspect for one of his files. And he runs all these tailgates, and nobody entered them properly on the computer. There was one exception to this. It was Clint's file where he had completed a narrative with a brief description of the tailgate and was entered properly on PERS. Clint took no shortcuts and had the file documented very well. It was a pleasure to read a file that was done properly from start to finish. Good work, Clint. Oh, we won't talk about this one. That's an episode. Right there. After I read that little document, she was no longer a watch commander. It doesn't even make me feel good to say that. MV 6020? Is that what they were called? 6020, yeah. Who in the hell is ever going to get a 6020 right? There's nothing worse than going to an accident and have to fill out the 6020. Okay, it's an accident report. We assist ICBC. All police assist ICBC. And it's the dumbest form that you've ever seen. You can never figure it out. It takes forever and all the pink are the mistakes that I made. I made a lot of mistakes on that. I am not going to get any views on this. Oh my God. A tie. Look at that. You know what? They said to us one day, you don't have to wear the tie. But Bel Hansra showed up even though he didn't have to wear the tie, he still wore the tie. I kind of like that. I think the tie was a good look. I think it was a mistake that they got rid of a tie. Look, I even got my tie clip. This is the best episode I've ever done. Tickets. I'm going to tell you the truth about tickets, okay? Okay? I'll tell you the truth. I wrote very few. I hardly wrote any tickets. But I remember feeling so bad, I would write a ticket, serve it to him, and then I'd come back to the police station, and I wouldn't hand the ticket in. Purposely. So they never had to pay for it. You write any tickets, Clint? Oh, yeah, I wrote them. Then I destroyed them. I feel like I'm going to get in trouble for that. Oh. I don't know what the hell this is, but I'm in Duncan. I do an emergency vehicle operations assignment, okay? Has to do with, let's see. What's it say?
Cairo.
That looks cool.
It's on the other side.
You need a haircut, dude.
I know.
I really like that. What's on the other side?
Nothing.
Are you going to do one for me?
Please don't put this in your video.
You're on video.
I know, but like edit it out.
No, I'm not going to.
Please?
Hey, can you do me one?
Please?
Make it Jaws.
What?
I'll put it on a shirt and sell it. Oh, you're not allowed to touch that. Remember this?
What the hell?
Okay, go. I got to talk here. Okay?
Okay.
Oh, you're taking the monkey. Okay.
Yeah. Oh wait, why am I taking these?
I don't know. You want to learn? I made those flashcards for you down here.
I know, you made them like ages ago, didn't you?
Mm-hmm. Go get a haircut.
No.
It's going to snow later.
Yay.
Yes. I'll take you to the park. Shut the door. Hey, you got to shut the door. Emergency vehicle operation assignment. And he wrote, "Are you sure you're right-handed?" I guess I didn't do a good job. I don't know what that meant. But there was a sticky note on it. And it was from one of the bosses. And he said, "I'll take care of this. This has been addressed." I guess he was really mad at the, what he wrote there. E-division job. Mission. The job I got. So funny. No, it's not funny. It's interesting. I graduated on March 11th, and it says closing date March 11th. And it was the day that I had 7 years was the day that it closed. If this job would have closed March, it's so interesting to think about it. If the closing date was March 12th, I wouldn't have been a watch commander of mission. I wouldn't have had the kids that I have, which are great kids. Kids are awesome. My life would be totally different. It's funny how that works. I applied the first day that I could actually be promoted to corporal. We got people coming over tonight. They're great people. Great people. It's just... I don't know. It's hard to entertain. You know what I mean? Sometimes. I don't even know what time it is. It's getting late. Oh my God. Oh my God. Wife's vacuuming right now. Do you believe it? I can't wait to move over there. This. I kept this. See that? Look at this. It's me in the paper. Really? I don't know if you can see it. I got my gun out. I'm going to take some people down. Going to take a homicide accused down. We get a call at Mount Prevost. We're at the bottom of the mountain. No, here's the story. I get a call of a man dead in his vehicle. I think I could talk about this. I don't know if I can. Anyways, I go up there and first on scene, he dead. Okay, he dead. So I call everybody up and I'm like, we got to do this, that, and this. And we stage at the bottom of the mountain, and a vehicle starts driving down the mountain. So Dave's like, Prunty's like, Dave, you call it. So Dave does the high-risk takedown. They got me in the photograph with my gun out. And there's somebody on their knees right here. Do you see that? Hottest girl in Duncan. Okay, we pulled over 3 gorgeous, hot, sticky girls that worked at a pub in Duncan, the Jakes or something like that. I can't remember what it was. And I knew them. Because we always went there to the Jake something. And it was, they were innocent, of course. They were just girls that were picking weed, marijuana up at the mountain. And I'm telling you, I can't get in trouble for this because it's the truth. But there was one girl that was just like smoking hot. And I felt so bad. I had my gun pointed at them. Then I put handcuffs on her. And I put her in the back seat of the cop car. And I don't search her. But I ask her, I said, do you got any weapons or anything on you that shouldn't be on you? I say something like that. She goes, I'm not going to lie. And from her crotch area, she pulls out the biggest bag of marijuana I've ever seen. And I'm like, oh my God. And first I thought was, why'd you tell me that? I don't want to see it. And I somehow got away with not charging her with that big bag of marijuana. And I can't remember how, but I always felt bad about that. Pointing my gun at those girls. Innocent girls that just were in the wrong place at the wrong time. But our acting watch commander at the time wanted us to do a high-risk takedown, so that's what we did. And Dave was a hero. Because he did a really good job, actually. Nightingale. Oh. I gotta read this. I just found this. This is so funny. So this is another MV6020. We used to get our MV6020s, our accident reports, reviewed by the traffic section, Highway Patrol. And this is what he wrote on the bottom. Clint, wake up and pay attention. How many times have you been shown how to do these? And really, dude, look how great I got from the last one that I showed you. Look at hardly any errors. No pink, just a couple of green. Wake up, and that's where I got. Now I remember. I got the ticket on it.
To know where the cleaner is.
I shouldn't have said go. Now I feel bad. Stepping on my lines, though. Ident reports. I have so many ident reports because I used to be a SOCO, and all I did was... That's boring. I'm actually going to blow my own horn here. When I was a SOCO member, I was unbelievable at it. Norm will tell you. Linsky? Brzezinski? I can't remember his last name. Oh, man. Look at that. Look at, my parents were so proud they put me in the paper. Look at that sexy beast. The local newspaper, and they spelt my last name wrong. Jan Orski. My friends got a good laugh at that one. If I burn Galesburger, I'll get an extension. Dion. If I touch Clint's buns, I'll go back to GD. I don't know what that means. I think he was in traffic. Look at that. Two sexy dudes. Yeah, Klassen or something like that? I don't know why that's there. I guess I liked the picture or somebody liked it. Oh. Okay. I guess we went to a call and I was wearing somebody's gloves. another member that had lost them. And that member said, "Those are my gloves," or something like that. I went, "Oh, okay, here you go." And so they did up a file. This is when I was really new. And they labeled it internal theft. And they wrote it up. They said, Constable Clappus found missing search gloves in Constable Jaw's possession. Jaws returned them upon request, stated he couldn't find the owner. Possibly legit. SUI to Sergeant Goodridge for follow-up. And then they wrote on a 1624, Constable Flood, Gonzalez, Belanger, Clappus, Jaws, all at scene. Clappus noticed what appeared to be her gloves in Jaws' possession. Clappus questioned Jaws, and he returned the gloves, stating that he had not been able to locate the owner. SUI for follow-up. And I don't know. I know you don't find it funny, but it's funny. Okay, and then they took a photograph or a Xerox of the gloves. And I wouldn't have remembered that if I didn't keep it. This shit's a big deal. It's a big deal, and you guys got to save stuff over the years. Could you imagine if I wasn't recording? What's this? Oh, yeah. Oh, that's a paycheck. Oh, wow. What's a whopper? Oh, my God. It's so funny. Back in 2004, I made $1,583. And when I retired, I didn't make much more after that. Well, that looks fancy. Oh my God. Look at that. That's a fancy thing right there. Please accept my congratulations on your promotion to rank of corporal. Ah. It's a significant achievement. It was. It's actually the hardest thing, I think. I think it's the hardest promotion to get is constable to corporal. Anything after that, it's easy to become sergeant and staff sergeant. That's easy. Gary Bass. Signed Gary Bass. That was a proud day. I worked my ass off to get that promotion. That's why I got it. It was all downhill from there. Duncan swim team raffle. Oh my God. I got Wayne Gretzky here, guys. Hey, Gretzky. Why do I have that? Wonder if that's worth anything. That's got to be old. What is that? And underneath all that, I found this. This ain't a big deal, but it's a big deal to me, okay? Look at this. Jaws Troop 14 even have the cleaner for the glasses. My first pair of shooting glasses. Look how nasty they are. Keep this stuff. It's going to mean something to you later on in life. Isn't it amazing that I sat down here and I meant to take calls at the same time because people have called my hotline number? And I never did, or maybe I should. Oh my God. Look at this. Look at that. My plane ticket when I was in depot, January, I went back January 1st at 2 o'clock. I was in depot and we had a break. We had a depot break. And I kept the tickets, the flight tickets. And I kept my flight ticket on when I graduated too. Graduated March 11th. We flew out March 12th. It's just neat to see. I didn't know I went to Calgary. You know what I mean? Like I flew into Calgary as a stopover. I remember that now. I had a layover like 5 hours and this girl wouldn't stop talking to me. Not that I minded. So funny. This stuff is just, it actually is It makes you remember. I don't know. Do I take calls or do I end it? I think I end it. I think I end this. You know what? I don't care. Here's the thing. When I do... what time is it? When I do long episodes, I get punished. A lot of people call in, they say, Clint, I like your longer episodes. I really appreciate them. I listen to them while I go to work. I listen to them at work on Spotify. I like your longer ones. But it does nothing for my YouTube channel. My YouTube channel actually punishes me because when you click on one of my podcasts that are over an hour or even 40 minutes, if I don't get a lot of views on it, and nobody's going to watch it for that long, obviously. If I don't get a lot of views on it, YouTube doesn't promote it. So it does the shits. And I shouldn't think that way. I shouldn't care about that. Really, I shouldn't think about that. That shouldn't bother me. Who cares? Who cares if not a lot of people are watching it? But, sometimes I get messages saying, you're underrated. I don't know why you have, why don't you have more subscribers? Well, that's the reason. That's a good reason why. If somebody just clicks on my video, then they realize, I'm not watching this for an hour. Then I get docked. They're like, no, we're not going to recommend it, suggest it to anybody. And I shouldn't care about that. That's not what this is about. But it is nice to have more subscribers than I do. I look at some of the podcasts out there, and they got 80,000 subscribers, and I'm like, oh, what's going on there? What? Why? It also doesn't help with the things that I talk about. Like when I talk about COVID, and I can't even see that. The moment I say that word, AI picks it up. They don't want you talking about that stuff.
Hey, Clint, BR here. Just had a question. I applied to the RCMP, got my application approved, and all of a sudden I started getting inundated with a bunch of emails for security clearance, criminal record check, credit check, all that stuff, filled all that stuff, obviously the COVID stuff as well. A couple of days later, I got my email for regular member status security clearance. But yet I hadn't even wrote the exam yet. Wrote the exam previously, failed it by not much. But it just seems kind of weird. I didn't do all this stuff when I wrote about 8 months ago. But I don't know if things have changed, if they're hurting, if they're expediting. Just I don't know what would your thoughts be on this, the reasoning behind this, or if you have previous peace officer experience, are they kind of waiving the test? I don't know. So, what are your thoughts on this? Thanks, buddy, and love the last video. I'm sorry you went through that pain, but it was funny. Anyways, thanks. Bye-bye.
Oh, thanks, dude. Thank you. I don't know why that happened to you. I don't even know what your question was, to tell you the truth. I'm trying to remember it. I was lighting a cigarette. I don't know why they asked for all that documentation right now, because they're not... Here's the RCMP change things all the time. Far as I know, it doesn't make any sense that they would ask for your security clearance, or it almost sounds like they're asking for information from your pre-employment polygraph questionnaire, but that doesn't make any sense because you're supposed to write again because you failed it the first time. It's possible that they're not supposed to ask for that documentation. And I don't know why they did. Or they have. But it's possible that they're going back to your old test score and they're saying, it's good enough. Your old test score is good enough, and now we need you to, even though it's 8 months later, now we need you to fill out more documentation to continue on in the process. Chances are I'm wrong. That's not it. But RCMP, they change the steps daily without even telling you. I told you this before, I'll tell you it again, and I don't even know if I'm making sense right now. But every year, back when I tried to become a cop, you could only write the test once a year. And when my year had expired, I said, forget it. I wrote the test like 8 times. I can't remember how many times. It was like 5, 6, 7. I don't even know. But I said, forget it. I'm not writing it again. And I was like 13 months, 14, 15 months over past the last time that I wrote it. Last time I wrote it, they said my mark wasn't good enough. And then all of a sudden, somebody comes up from, because I lived in a basement suite, somebody comes up from upstairs, kids that I rented the place out to. They came downstairs and they said, hey, we got an old piece of mail for you. And it was the RCMP saying, your test mark is good enough. We looked at it. We've lowered the qualifications, the expectations, and you can now apply. That might be in your case. It probably isn't. I'm not trying to get your hopes up, but it probably isn't. It sounds like they've, I don't know. I don't know. Give them a call. Maybe somebody will be able to answer the question if I post this. Because I did a terrible attempt at answering your question, but maybe somebody will be able to answer your question. Maybe this has happened to somebody before. Maybe they've changed the steps. Maybe they want all that documentation before you rewrite the test.
Hey, Clint. Name's Sam. Live in Ontario.
Right on, dude. Thanks for calling, Sam.
I've been subscribed to your show. Love the content. Love the attitude, how you carry yourself and everything. Very honest and to the point.
Mm-hmm.
Just want to grab your advice, your 2 cents on my situation. So got hired by the RCMP, went to depot in July. Was there for until my 3rd week. Got some pretty bad family news. Dad was really ill and basically had to leave depot and come back and kind of help out with the family business a little bit. And recently reapplied, trying to make my way back as an ex-cadet. Just been pretty hard on myself about it. Just would love to hear your thoughts. Appreciate it a lot. Keep going. Love your content.
Oh, thanks.
You.
Oh, you're welcome. Thanks, Sam. Thanks for calling, dude. What do you want me to say? The wife's downstairs doing laundry. She's going to kill me. You're 3 weeks in. You get bad news at depot. What do you do? What do you do, right? First of all, good for you for trying to get back. Nothing's guaranteed that you're going to get back, and I hope you do get back. But man, it's hard to go through that process again, isn't it? But you're going to do it probably. And next time you get bad news at depot, whether it's your dad or mom dying, you stay in depot. I know, right? What? Did you really say that? That's what you do. If you're... I don't know if I would have done it, and I probably wouldn't have done it. And that's why I'm giving the advice. Because I wish if this would have happened to me, I would wish that I would finish depot. You get there, you don't leave. I guess every circumstance is different. But if you go back and something bad happens, obviously if you have children and something bad happens to your child, you go back. You go back home. You leave depot. But I would hope that if I was in depot and this happened to my mom or dad, I would hope that I would stick it through, no matter how hard it is, and I wouldn't leave depot. And you know what really sucks is that you were 3 weeks in. 3 weeks is terrible. You want to be over 6 weeks. That's when people leave. Week 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get over 6 weeks. I bet you if you were over 6 weeks, there's a good possibility that you would have stayed. So yeah, if you have If I'm 10 weeks into depot and my dad's dying, tough. It's tough. You stay. You stay and you work through it. That's what you do. I'm sorry. That's what you do. That's exactly what you do. If your mom or dad are dying, you stick it out. And I hope you get back in. Thanks for calling, dude. 604-330-2512. I've had a couple glasses of wine down here. Am I in trouble? Don't message me. Don't comment like, oh. Because my parents hate it when I drink on here, and they're like, oh no, should you really be? Doesn't it kind of destroys your credibility? This is what I do. Not that I drink. I mean, I sit down here, and I do these episodes, and sometimes I have a couple glasses of wine. I didn't mean to bring the whole bottle down, but I feel like I'm going to be in trouble when I go upstairs. I guess that's why I'm talking like this. I don't want to. I think I'm avoiding upstairs. I should do this as a live stream. Just answer people's questions during a live stream and hang out with everybody. And honestly, I was going to cancel. I do a live stream for members only. You have to join the join button, and I was going to cancel it because I just feel like I'm not giving you I feel bad charging you money when I don't do it that often. So I started thinking the other day, I'm not going to do it anymore. And then all of a sudden that went out of my head, and I said, how about you double down on it and just start doing it all the time? And that's what I've decided.
Clinton Jaws. This is
Clinton Jaws. Who is this?
the Buffalo Sabres guy that's been in your live stream a couple times.
Good
You can
guy.
call me Jared.
Jared.
Excellent.
Jared, thanks for calling, dude.
Just calling in, just like really love your show. Really entertains me during the day when I'm working and whatnot. You know, inspires me. You're like means a lot.
Inspires you. Nice.
I feel like your insights are real and everything, and like a realistic aspect, like no crap. Talk about the career. So I'll let you know I applied back to the RCMP in October, and I just found out today. Moving on to the polygraph step.
Eesh.
So kind of scary, kind of.
Yeah, it is scary. Sometimes I think, like, when I went through, they didn't have the polygraph. And sometimes I think that, I don't know. Would I have made it through if I went through the polygraph? But really, the polygraph... I had a polygraph guy tell me that they hardly... The interview is before the polygraph. And when they hook up the polygraph, they only ask a few questions. The blockbuster of the interview is before it.
Excited, but you know, just hope everything works out, and well, you know, and what your work and all you do and your show means a lot to me.
Thanks, dude. Not tonight. I think I ruined it with this. I think I'm slurring my words a bit, but you know what? I'm allowed to do it. It's 5:58. And
No, gives me joy, great entertainment. Just like Harry, kind of excited, but you know, just hope everything works out, and well, you know, and what your work and all you do and your show means a lot to me. No, gives me joy,
gives you
great
joy.
entertainment. Just like, thank you, man.
You're
Have fun.
welcome. Thanks, dude. That was really nice. Really nice. Thank you. And congratulations on moving on to the polygraph.
Well, I didn't tell you to delete your Spotify. I just told you you gotta use some work.
Okay, so this guy calls in one night and he says, your Spotify needs work. And so I tried to, I went to Spotify or Anchor or whatever, and I said, hey, things aren't working out here. So they deleted my Spotify account. That was a couple weeks ago now. I think we're starting the third week on Monday, and they haven't fixed it.
But, yeah, that's all I want to say. I didn't tell you to delete that. That's kind of shitty, though. I like those long videos. I mean,
He likes my longer videos that get no views. And you know what? That's good. That's good that a few people like my longer videos. I like that.
Some of it was just. Anyway, I'm just gonna stop talking.
Stop talking.
Have a good day. Bye.
Same with you. Thanks for calling. Guys, call my hotline number, 604-330-2512. Call it. Subscribe to my channel. I feel like I just kind of threw this podcast together tonight with my big book. And I don't know if I should have did that. Go to my store, clintonjaws.com. I gotta go upstairs. I really don't want to. Oh my God. I gotta put pants on. I don't want to put pants on. Jeans. I gotta put jeans on. Thanks, guys. Have a good night. And don't let the shitty supervisors get you down. Okay? Because you got a good job. You do. You got a great job. And I'm talking to civilians too. I mean, I got a couple kind of groups. I got applicants that want to become cops. I got cops, and I got civilians. I got 3 types of audience, and I guess my message is thank you, civilians, for watching, and applicants for watching, and cops for watching, and I just want to say, don't let a shitty supervisor ruin your time in the police force, whether it's city cop, RCMP. I know it's hard sometimes, but sometimes you got to fight back. You got to fight back. You got to fight them back. Don't let them beat you up into a pulp. Because you can fight and you can win. But you got to fight hard sometimes. And I know that takes a lot out of you, but you have to do it.
What's that?